In some cultures, when a boy turns 13, they pass the business on to him. So 13 years, it's time for you to sit down, Bishop. Listen, you can pass this business on. Amen. Pass this church business on. Everybody stand to your feet for me. I know it's early. We're going to stretch a little bit. We're going to pray. We're going to tell God thank you. We're going to get this word, and I'm going to get this jet off the runway, and I'm going to go. Amen. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this morning, God. We thank you for 13 years of ministry. We thank you of church ministry. I see some familiar faces, some not so familiar faces. Y'all hear those scooter baby back there making all that noise. Okay, it's okay. Looking like his older brother. My scripture reading, I had one, but God gave me another one this morning. It's coming from Psalms 86, verse 17. Same subject matter, just a different scripture. And it reads, you can take it if you would like. When you get there, say amen. Psalms 86 and 17. Amen. And it reads, I'm reading from the New King James Version. Show me a sign for good, that those who hate me may see it and be ashamed, because you, Lord, have helped me and comforted me. Amen. Everybody may have a seat this morning. So I got a question. How many people had a speeding ticket before? Well, I should see at least, let's see how many people, 100, at least 98 people with their hands up. The only person that didn't have a speeding ticket is Scooter. That's because he ain't driving. So y'all have had a speeding ticket before, right? Why'd you get a speeding ticket? Going too fast? Were you going too fast, or did you not read the sign correctly? Going too fast? Okay, well, the speed limit on this road, I think, is 35 miles per hour, right? It should be. It's a neighborhood. Matter of fact, I think it's a city ordinance that every street in Columbus is 35 miles per hour unless it's otherwise posted. Well, that sign that they have out there, it says 35 miles per hour, and that's the speed limit, right? The sign says 35. It says don't get. It doesn't just say 35. It just says don't get caught going past 35. See, there's a lot of people on this earth right now that a lot of people make plenty of money off of our people being ignorant. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. Because see, God has designed this life, that we will see miracle signs and wonders, right? Not necessarily in that order, but they happen. We have signs all around us telling us what's going on every day, right? But we don't pay attention to them because we're too busy living life. Every sign that we have is supposed to be for our good. That speed limit says 35 is for your good, because if you're going 45, some smart engineer that went to a big time school such as University of Georgia has said, you know what, these people should go 35 in this area simply because if you go 45 and you hit somebody else going 45, some sort of danger can happen. You can end up losing life or anything like that. But if we just put it right at 35, we post it on the sign, they go there, even though you may have an accident, you probably won't come out broken. I had a car accident back in 2011. This lady hit me head on. I was going the speed limit, but she was weaving back and forth into the lane. So I was trying to avoid her, and she ended up hitting me head on. So me seeing this car coming my way, trying not to get hit head on, I slammed on brakes. She hit me anyway, right? Well, come to find out, I had a broken leg and a broken ankle. And at that moment, my life changed. For the good in some areas and for the bad in other areas. I ended up getting my baby Dana, but I really like my Ford Explorer. It was paid for. I ain't had no payment on it. I paid $1,200 for that truck, and it was mine. Paid for it, owed nobody nothing but Geico for insurance every month. But I was driving, we were on our way to a church service, and she hit us, and I slammed on brakes, but I slammed on brakes so hard that it broke my leg and ankle. It wasn't the impact that broke my leg and ankle. I was trying so hard to avoid getting hit, I ended up broken. And I was out of work for 4 months, and I started going into depression. I couldn't take care of my children. These are the things that I was thinking. But I saw the sign coming at me down the road. God had already told me that he was going to increase me 2 weeks earlier. The sign was there. If God told you that he was going to bless you, you will jump up and shout and believe it right now. But what he usually leave out is everything you got to go through to get to that point. He ain't gonna tell you that you're gonna end up in a car accident with your leg broken. You might end up evicted. You might end up with your car repossessed. You might end up with all of these things in order to get you to where you are supposed to go. Amen? Amen. We love blessings, do we not? Yes. We love blessings. We love it. Oh my goodness, especially those unexpected blessings. I went to deliver something last week, and this guy. I called him and I said, look, man, we really don't come upstairs. She said, well, you only got 2 or 3 stairs to go up. I get that she had like 9 stairs to go up, right? I was like, oh, God. But her parents were there. And so I get there, I said, well, it's not that big of a deal. I can take it on up there. It was light. I could do that. So I took it up there, took stuff up there, and the man gave me $10. Now, mind you, I'm already getting paid. But that unexpected $10 blessing was lunch for the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, God, I deliver to them every day if you want me to. So who doesn't want unexpected blessings? Amen? But it's those blessings that God tells you about. He said, I'm going to grow you. I'm going to make you strong. I'm going to make you rich. I'm going to make you wealthy. But he leaves out the important part. All the hell you got to go through. You may start here. And my blessing right there, it may take me 40 years just to get back to that podium right there. Simply because of everything I go through. I see signs all the time. We see signs all the time. You know, the Bible tells us in Matthew 16 that we can look at the sky, look at the weather, and tell that it's going to rain or whatever the case may be. But we can't discern what's going on around us every day. Everything that's happening in this world today, it's not by happenstance. It's not because God is caught off guard or anything like that. Every last one of our steps are ordered. Every last one of our days are already pre-written. We just wait to get back to where it is we belong. If you're a believer in Christ, you were sent from heaven in the first place. Straight up. And you just making your way back. It's kind of sort of like the military. You go on the FTX. We call FTX and what we call a field training exercise. You know, you map reading or whatever the case may be. They drop you off on here and say, get back over there. And here's all your supplies that you need. This is our supply right here. See, I used to read this book, and God rebuked me. I used to get into it with Jehovah's Witnesses a lot. And then God rebuked me and told me, you're not doing what I called you to do. You're supposed to win souls, not chase them away. I used to fight people with knowledge. That's all it was, just knowledge. Nothing else. I didn't have any anointing. I just knew a bunch of words. And once God rebuked me and showed me that I was out of order, I sat down and I repented. I couldn't do that anymore. Because they would come with their doctrine, I would go back and forth with my doctrine and all that type of stuff. You're like, you misrepresenting everything that I've given you. You're not showing them who it is that I am with your attitude, with your actions. They come to the door, you're already mad. Because it's Saturday morning, you want to sleep in, whatever the case may be. You're like, oh, God, okay, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to go to the door naked. That's what we do stuff. I'm just saying. And you know what people say? And think but see, one thing about them, they don't get turned off. They come there for a mission, amen? But I had to realize that this word right here, even though it's an instruction book, it's an instruction book for me. Like, if you're in error, yes, I can use this word to encourage you to get back in line. If you're in error, I can do the same thing with you. But if either one of y'all in error, I can't use this word to beat you up with it. I can't use this word to say, hey, you know what, the Bible says this, you got to do that. No, it speaks to me before it speaks to anybody else. This word speaks to me before it speaks to my children, before it speaks to my friends, before it speaks to my family, because it's my personal relationship that I have with Christ that's what really matters. So, you know, God started showing me different things in the Word, in the world, every day concerning science. Like I noticed something. You know, nowadays in construction on buildings, they start putting the numbers on the buildings, right? And so here it is, you're looking for a place, there's an address, it could be 123 Main Street, but if you ride down the street, you're looking for 123 Main Street, you won't see it. I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get what it is I'm supposed to have to you? All of us have to have a sign on us, and that's the blood of Jesus. If you don't have Jesus' blood on you, you won't experience what they call Passover. The enemy will come and sift through everything that you have to make sure to root out and to get down and take you down through there, basically. You have to have the blood of Jesus on your life. That's your sign to the enemy to say that I'm not to be touched. And see, but I don't know where we get this idea that, you know, God just, well, if we perform, if we do this, then God will do that. No, he's already done it through his son Jesus on the cross. There's nothing that you can do to gain God's attention. All thing you can do is worship him. That's what you were created for. And operating your purpose. I'm learning that more and more every day. When you operate your purpose, things will happen for you. You don't have to worry about money.
Hallelujah.
You won't have to worry about time. You won't have to worry about any other thing. We sit around, we look at, we get, I've done it. We look at the late notice in the mail, which is a sign that says that we don't pay that bill, then our life's going to get cut off. That's a sign. Amen?
Amen.
But if we spent more time looking at the God that created the sign instead of the actual sign itself, we would get further in life. See, everything that we deal with, everything that goes through is for our good. It's not for the next person's good unless you decide to bless them. It's for us. Our relationship with God should be personal. It should be personal. He's not the man upstairs or the big guy or anything like this. When you call your parents by their name, you know them by name. You don't know them by what they represent. My children better not say, oh, the man in the other room said, come here. Who the heck is that? Scooter, daddy said, come here. That's how it needs to be because that's our relationship. You know what I'm saying? Your parents, you ain't tell your brother or sister, well, that lady outside said, come here. Like my ex, they still, I still talk about them. I'm like, they'll be like, they're going to talk to their brother and sister. My mama said, come here. My daddy said, come here. Now, I'm like, it's 6 of y'all. All y'all got the same mom and daddy. Y'all have figured that out in all these years? You saying my mom or my daddy. Is it not that person's mom? Is it not that person's daddy too? And I'm just like, I don't get like how, we got a relationship. When I go to God, I say Abba Father because he's my daddy. He's my daddy. So he responds in that sense, whether it be love and correction, which is still love, whether it be a blessing. Everything about my daddy is love. I don't care what I do, I don't care what I go, I don't care what I say, he still loves me to this day. There's nothing in this earth that can separate you from the love of Christ. There's plenty of stuff that can separate you from the benefits of him. And that's a difference. People don't understand. See, we sit there and you drive a truck. Just anybody know this, you drive a truck. And we train to look down the road a whole quarter mile, right? And so it's called the Smith System. We look down the road a whole quarter mile, so we see all the construction and all that type of stuff happening. And so if you see a truck, if you randomly see a truck move over to the left lane, it's for a reason. So because we read the signs long before anybody else would, because we got a different view than everybody else does. See, we sit up higher so we can see more, right? So when we see all of these signs happening, we see construction, 2 right lanes closed a mile down the road, we go ahead and start moving over because we understand what the signs say. But y'all people in these little 4-wheeler cars, y'all will do everything you speed all the way up to the front of the line, run right into the cones, run right into everything, trying to just get in front of a truck. For what? For what? Just for what? Being selfish. That's all it is, being selfish. But that orange sign over there told you a mile back you need to move over, but you're not paying attention. So, but I've seen in some states, if you did that, especially in Arkansas, they'll pull you clean over. They'll pull you clean over and give you a ticket. I'm like, oh, praise God, hallelujah, they deserve it. And I hate seeing people get tickets, but you know what? When it's instances like that, see, they doing so good, they can have a flashing sign that say, look, just something to get your attention because they know everybody ADD basically. You're not paying attention to what's going on. Most of y'all texting. Most of y'all eating or whatever the case may be. So if you see this flashing sign warning you that something's about to happen and you still don't pay attention to it, you deserve a ticket. Your car, it has a sign. It's called a check engine light. Some people want gas light. People say, oh, I know my car. You just gonna keep on riding. No. If you see a gas light on it and you run out of gas, you cannot come out your mouth. Oh, the devil busy. No, you just didn't go by the gas station. That's it. We gotta stop being so deep. We gotta stop being so deep, so spiritual. You just didn't go to the gas station. Your check engine light told you 2 years ago that you need to get your car checked out. Guess what? You didn't pay attention to the sign. Now you're on the side of the road. Hey, man, you know somebody would have told you. You should have known somebody 2 years ago when you saw that light come on. That something. It could have been something simple that you ain't called your gas cap good. But because we feel like we know everything, we don't pay attention to the signs. We just do what we need to do and go on about our business as if nothing is happening. We spoil bad relationship. We see the sign from the beginning. Women, y'all gotta stop letting these dudes hit on y'all. I'm serious. If he hit you one time, he hit you twice. And that last time may be your last time. Men, don't let these women hit on y'all, because there's some women out there that are rough too. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get on. No, there's some women that get, oh, I just want to slap somebody. You better go slap somebody else. Because we ain't playing them games. Should know how to quit it. All of these are bad signs. All of these are toxic things that people do. trying to make themselves bigger than what they are. You insecure. That's a sign. Come on. That's a sign telling you that you need to go before God and say, God, reveal to me who I am. I don't have to hit you to get my point across. I don't have to hit somebody. I'm not to beat somebody to let them know I'm in charge. For what? That's not what I was created for. My job is to love somebody. Yeah, I may whoop my children, but it's not to abuse them. It's to show them, to correct them. Okay, you didn't follow the signs. We started from A to B. Now you with D. I got to lay these hands on you. I got to lay the right and left hand of fellowship on you simply because you didn't get the other 3 signs. But usually I can say with my children, once we get to D and they get that right and left hand of fellowship, they usually be good. I ain't had to put nobody in a long time. And see, now school done started me all the way over, and I'm rusty now, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm rusty, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But this man of God had a vision 14, 15 years ago. 13 years ago, that's for the church, that's about for the ministry. He been in ministry how long? 17 years. 17 years ago, he was faithful 4 years before he came to this point of getting life-changing church. That's a lot. Some people fall away after the first sign of trouble. You know, the disciples in the New Testament showed Jesus, when the whole police department came to arrest Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, what's the first thing they did? Peter said, no, I'm going to be with you. First thing he did was run. Basically said, I don't know this dude. The first sign of trouble, but you just said you knew me. Trouble gonna happen. Trouble gonna come. Everybody not gonna always be on your team. Everybody not gonna always understand who it is that you are. Everybody not gonna always understand your vision. But you have to have the resilience, which only comes from God, to allow you to get to that point of increase. Because this is hard work. 13 years dealing with a whole bunch of different personalities. Come on, somebody. I think every minister needs training in psychology. I'm serious. To learn how to understand different people. Yes, we all have the same need as Jesus, but until we get to the point of finding out what that is, that's hard work. Because you want to sit there, you want to be for people. You look at the signs, you see what they got going on, you want to be for people, you want to try to help them out, but everybody can't use the same help. Yes, we can love everybody equally, but we can't love them the same. That is impossible. You know, my sugar mama likes me to hold her in my lap. But DJ, he want me to rough him up sometimes. It's all love to them, you know. Just like Charles is different from this other guy who wants to drive his Corvette. But we don't talk about him. But point is, 13 years, that's a long time for anybody. Like I said earlier, in a lot of cultures, at the year of 13 years old, they have what they call a bar mitzvah, right? Well, the 13 or 15 year bar mitzvah, and then they pass the family business on to that young man at the point where they feel like he's matured enough to handle it. Now, mind you, on those 13 years, they've been growing up, telling them, look, this is what you're going to do. We have to do this, right? I don't want to see Bishop Banks, unfortunately, leave this earth and nobody's in charge. Right now, he's at the point where he should be working out of a job. He should working himself out of a job. If he show up, he show up. If he don't, he don't. If he show up 15 minutes late, service should go on as if like nothing ever happened. Because these seeds should be planted along the way. 13 years before he know it, turn into 20 years. Meanwhile, he's getting gray hair because nobody wants to step into the plate. Nobody wants to be what it is that he needs for life-changing to be. 13 years, that's a lot of work. There's been plenty of signs that come through here. There's been plenty of wonders. There's no need to be intimidated by anybody because we all serve the same Jesus. Whether you stand in my position or stand at the back door, you still need the Holy Spirit to do what it is you do. No matter. We all, in God's house, we're all on the same level. We're all on the same. There's no big I, little you. So I don't have to try to boost myself up to be more than I am because you're just important as I am. Gosh, I can't think of her name right now. She holds the school. She's just as important as everybody else. Audrey, there you go, thank you. She's just as important as anybody else. The person in the parking lot is important to anybody else. See, we get so busy we start exalting titles. But what? The title may be good. The man or the woman, that's the issue. That's the issue right there. The title always gonna be good. It stands on its own. But it's the person that represents that title. That's what really matters. See, we have to slow down and start paying attention to what it is that we have going on. Don't end up with a ticket. Don't end up in trouble because our body tells us, if your body tells you, okay, your heart hurting, don't you, oh, I'll be all right. No, if you know you got a diet full of pork, you might want to bag up a little bit. You might want to say to yourself, okay, something's not right in me. I need to take a step back. And that's okay. You get tired sometimes. You get worried sometimes. Even though we're not supposed to worry, it's a human emotion. You do it. It happens. We get worried sometimes. But if you feel that creeping up, you need to spend more time with the Father. You need to spend more time with Him, let Him know, hey, and be honest with God. See, we sit up there, the song, how have you blessed me, Lord, I'm going to be satisfied. That's not true. Because I want my blessing to be specific. God, I need X, Y, Z. I didn't ask you for A, B, C. And He's that type of God. He's going to give it to you. He's going to show you how to get to it if you don't already have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Pay attention to everything that you have going on. Take a step back. Like I tell people, I'm a truck driver, so I'm used to trolls. I ain't worried about the internet trolls. Back in the day, over the road, if I had the CB radio on, old man to call you the N-word and get out, and that same man to open the door for you. Oh, come on in, buddy. I'm used to that type of stuff. I'm used to all of that. I don't need all that extra. I just want us to walk in solidarity to do where we need to go. I thank you for everything. I thank Bishop Banks for, I got here in 2014. I was lost as far as ministry go. I mean, I knew I was saved, but he stopped me at the door. He said, are you in ministry? I just dropped my head and I'm like, how did you know? Only God revealed that to him. I was running from it. I ran for 2 years before I said, okay, enough is enough. But the signs were always there. My life was falling completely apart. But I didn't know that all of those signs were leading for my good. Ever since I said yes, my life it's changed. And even in the last year, my life has changed concerning ministry. I see people now, and I can't help but feel compassion and love people because I'm just looking at everybody. I try to do everything I can to walk in somebody else's shoes, to be who it is that I want them to see me as. I just want to be friends with people. I just want people to say, hey, you know what? It's something about you. I ain't got to tell you I'm Minister Darrell. My life should reflect that. Every sign that follows me should reflect that. Amen. All y'all got a responsibility. Stop paying attention. See what's going on. Help this man work himself out of a job. 13 years is a long time. All of us, we ain't got no time to be babies. It's time for us to grow up. It's time for us to take control. Leaders, they pay people to solve problems, not create more. Pay attention to the signs. It's all for your good. Don't be afraid. God is with you. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. And if you don't have that sign, the blood of Jesus on your life, you can get it right now. You can receive Jesus at this very moment and live a life. You accept Him as Savior. Bishop Banks and everybody else here will teach you how to make Him Lord. Because that's important. That's what we need. We need that sign. We need those things to follow us to say, hey, you know what? It's something about that person. I'm seeing something that's different. And some people say they vibrating higher. We need good, strong people in the kingdom to do what it is that God called us to do. It's time for us to stand up. It's time for us to do what it is that we have been called to do. And that is to move this kingdom forward. Let this man work himself out. Y'all stand up and give Bishop a hand clap of prayer.